Hey everybody, this week I was absolutely stoked. I won a test kit from the fish room. He did a raffle thing where he just raffled off 20 tickets, $10 a pop for this test kit. So I'm like, I've had that on my wish list for like forever. So I was like, yay! So what I've done, my dog's going nuts as usual, is if you've watched my video 3 or 4 months ago, I set up my living room tank using potting mix. So I'd seen it on a video online and I thought, well, this is going to be my shall we say planted tank in my living room, so it all looks pretty. Seems all my tanks out in the fish room, they don't look so flash. So I mean, they're breeding tanks. And I did that. The first month, 6 weeks, didn't have any fish in there because I was like, well, don't know what's going to happen. It might kill them. Lucky I didn't. Over my first set of tests that I did on it, it came out the ammonia, nitrates, because that's until this week. That's the only tests I owned. Oh, and pH, but that was all. Yeah, I did the ammonia, nitrate test about a month after I set it up. And it came back a rainbow. Absolute rainbow. Ammonia, nitrates, off the chart. The whole lot. So there was no fish in there, thankfully. So anyway, then it progressed. Went through the brown algae stage. That was pretty gross. Really frustrating. And for the last month, it's been green. Pea soup green. Like, there's no brown algae anymore, so that's good. But it's pea soup green. It has improved in the last 3 weeks because I started dosing my tank every week after a bit of researching. So with this test, brand new test kit, I'm like amazed. I don't normally win shit. Anyway, so I did the test today, and turns out I have no iron in my water, no copper, ammonia, nitrates are all perfect. Actually at 0, so it actually needs a little bit of nitrates for the plants. Anyway, but the reason, now at the same time I bought a brand new filter and a brand new light. So I've been like, wow, is it the new light that's causing the green algae bloom? Because that can be a problem. And I didn't know until today whether it was or not. And it turns out it's not my light. Yay, I don't have to turn off my light for days on end. I had phosphorus galore. It is off the chart. Now, from what I've read up, because like I'm still learning all of this stuff, and I'm just sharing as I learn. Phosphorus is the most likely scenario. This tank is from decomposing organic matter. Now it says that can be from fish have died in your tank, too much fish poo building up, uneaten food, etc. But because I used the potting mix, that'll be what's causing the phosphorus through the roof. So I have 2 choices. Either I keep treating my tank with the other fertilizers, which will balance it out eventually, or I strip my tank back down, take all the dirt out, replot all my plants, blah blah blah. I don't really want to do that. I'm bone lazy, and that's just going to be a whole day of pulling my tank apart and faffing around with that. The other reason I don't want to do it is the fish are really healthy. I don't have many in here, and the plants are going nuts. They are loving it. It's really good for the plants. The fish are not affected. They're not sick, because it's only, looking at my list, 5 tetras, 2 angels, and 1 female guppy, because I haven't been able to catch her. There's no more baby guppies because the angels ate them. So that's fine. It's not going to get overstocked in a hurry. So I think I'm just going to write it out. It has improved in 3 weeks. From now, I am using, now you know on budget, I'm Scrooge McDuck, come on. Okay, so I am using Flourish XL and, sorry, not Flourish XL, yeah, it's Flourish XL and some normal Flourish. So I've been using the XL a capful every day, just because I hadn't actually worked it out, so I'm going to work it out today. And I've got Leaf Zone out in the garage of the fish room. So what I'm going to do is keep treating this tank with the other ferts, hopefully balance it out, and do more than once a month water changes. Probably a good idea. It's funny because I do sit in front of this tank every day. I love looking at it. I put my favourite fish in here. Well, before this experiment started. And even though it's pea soup, I still love sitting here looking at whether or not I can see my fish. Yeah, it's been an interesting experiment. So if you're going to do the dirt and then capping it with the sand and then the plants, I will research further as to which soil you should use, but definitely not potting mix from like Bunnings. Don't do that. No, don't do that. You'll end up with months and months of a really ugly looking fish tank. Really healthy looking plants though. So I'm going to show you what I can see. There was more in there yesterday, but I actually just trimmed a couple of plants for my betas outside in the garage. And the only reason I don't have lots of plants in my garage and fish room is my lights aren't sufficient out there. I have bought 2 flash lights a few months ago, but I've got to get the electrician to put plugs on them because apparently they were originally hardwired into the other guy's fish room. And I haven't got around to that, / I haven't prioritised that yet. Because my hope is long term we'll be able to grow plants to sell. That's my goal. One of my goals. Anyway, I will show you that, and I will show you the pictures of the tests. I didn't video the whole thing because I don't have 5 arms. I'm not an octopus. I'm sorry. Yeah, anyway, so my review on this test kit, other than, wow, really amazing. I set my mind straight that yes, it was a phosphate problem. Okay, so this is the book that comes with it. Love the test kit. It's really cool. Brilliant. Absolutely stoked I want it. I really wish that the companies wouldn't do like 50 million different languages in one book. Surely they can do each language in just, I don't know. I find it frustrating because like there's 4 pages for the English and it's a pain having to flick backwards and forwards continuously trying to figure out what's what. And I am not a science geek. Well, not chemistry anyway. I always really sucked at that. So you'll note on the chart I've put notes to make it quicker, you know, like writing on it that, oh, where is it? So PO4, as it says on the thing, is phosphate. Like, I mean, it does say it there. I know it's in mirror writing, but yeah, I put the notes on there, you know, how many mils, how many drops of each, what order to do it in. Because I like, I've got just the singles of the ammonia, nitrate, nitrite, and I did it on that as well. And I found this is way quicker than trying to hunt through this, which is in pretty small print as well. It's a bit of a pain. What I do like about it, was on the back. It's got a spot to write down all your, the results. So I'm just going to do that for this tank. That's going to be interesting. I'll do them again in maybe a month and see if the phosphate problem gets sorted out. If dosing it doesn't sort it in another month, I might actually relent and actually pull that soil out of there. Yeah, and this tank has now become the, I'm trying to think of the politically correct name for it, the bully tank, shall we say. We've got the pair of angels in there, and I've got some more, I'm trying to think what they're called, angels. I'll find a photo of them. Yeah, so we've got more tetras coming, and these are fish that most of them have been given to me. I've been offered tiger barbs, so I've had one tiger barb, which finally found a home, sitting out in my garage because he'd been in fish jail for months in the owner's tank, e.g. in a spawning net, locked in jail because he was aggressive, as they are. Yeah, so now I'm tossing up. My angels are probably going to have to go in the garage because those new tetras will bite their long fins, and I don't want that to happen. We were right with the neons, so that's okay. Yeah, so I'll show you the plants are doing well when you can see them. And I can see a bit more this week, so that's good. 3 weeks ago you couldn't see them at all. Anyway, any other comments on this set? Not really. It's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I really wish it came with a few more test tubes though. It comes with 4. So it comes with 4 of these. So you kind of got to do just like 4 tests at a time, when I would like to have actually done them and like line up the whole lot. That would have been cool. But other than that, it's really good. I have no complaints. I love the case that comes in. I think that's really cool. So, came with distilled water for cleaning it all out. You got all your different little reagents. Even comes with a pen. Isn't that cute? Comes with your own pen to write your notes. Even come with syringe, which is really handy. Has its own little spot. I have washed these out. Better put the lids back on. I like the fact it's got a doodad so you can stand them up if you wanted to. Only one that I did find a bit annoying was the last bottle goes in there, and then that makes it really tight fit to get it back in again. Other than that, I think it's mean. I cannot believe I won this. Anyway, I'll put a link to where you get this from the fish room. Honestly, I think if you don't live near a pet shop that will do tests for you, I mean, look at the pea soup. So that's angel 1 and 2. If anybody can tell me what sexes they are, that'll be absolutely amazing, because I have no clue about angels. I was given them, and I've got a couple more coming. I just think they're cool. I know their reputation. Their reputation is what this tank is all about. Is this tank is going to be full of fish with this sort of reputation. Anyway, what was I saying? I have no idea. Yeah, if you don't live near a pet shop like me, I live 45 minutes minimum from any pet shop. Yeah, I would say do it. Invest in it. Even if you don't get, you know, a kit this big, at least get the ammonia nitrates, nitrites, because there's 99% of problems with why are my fish dropping dead this week. A quick test, then you'll know. You'll know what you're facing. Yeah. Anyway, so Cameron from the fish room, thank you so much. Wow. So now all I want to do is save up for, I'd like to get a silica test. Would be really cool. Purely because I live in Kawerau and our water is full of silica. And I can tell you that without filtering your water, it kills your jug. So we've been through a few jugs since living here. Actually destroys the seal of your jug. So I just think that one would be interesting more than anything else. So yeah, my plants have gone nuts. I have turned my filter off because I'm about to clean that. And that's another review to do is on that filter. Yeah, so we'll see how it is in another month. As you can see, they're sitting here just waiting for breakfast. They're happy. And there goes one of my tetras, disappearing into the pea soup. Anyway, so yeah, I think that's my review on the Sera test kit. It is a little time consuming, but extremely handy. Anyway, I will leave the links down below in the comments as to where you can get it, along with my code so you can get a little bit off. And yeah, that's my video for the week. See you later.